All these contacts they have and all their money is in everywhere. And the audience, the contact, they will not want those things to anything to happen to it. Use someone like Peter Obi. Peter Obi having $15 million outside Nigeria. Do you think he will do anything that will warrant those monies to be anything to happen to it? It's impossible. He will always tell you, I don't want problem. He don't want problem because he is committed. And that is how all of them are committed. I'm just telling you the fact. So, now, when you come in Nigeria today, the richest Lebanon man today is living in Nigeria. He made his money in Nigeria. The richest Lebanon person. Lebanon is like Nigeria. Lebanon is where you have, if Lebanon is 20 million people, 15 million Lebanese are living outside Nigeria because of war and all these problems. And the majority of them that are rich have roots in Nigeria. They have ground in Nigeria. When you ask how did Abacha and Buhari corrupt, they corrupt because of their friendship with Lebanese people. So, the global conspiracy is against the Igbo people because those our Igbo billionaires that made money, their hands are tight, my brother. Very, very tight. So, look at what Trump is doing. Do you think that Trump will wake up and say, I want to say weapon to Nigeria? No. Is somebody who is doing that lobby, and majority of them are all these billionaires and all these people who made their money in Nigeria, and majority of their money is in America, and their contact is in all over the British, America, Australia, all those places. So they can always make one or two politicians anyone when they get their contact in the West. They sponsor them, and when they get into power, they are ready to make sure that whatever these people tell them, because they are the people who are in position. Trump not have anything in Nigeria, have not gotten any Nigerian friend like what do you call him? Bigot always fly to Nigeria. Trump made his money in America, and he doesn't have all those foreign friends. But some people who are very close to Trump, who can know how to bend him, will bend him to do those things, and those people have contact in Nigeria. And those people have contact with all these billionaires you see, especially in Igbo land. So, the global conspiracies against Nigeria, one is the British, two is the one our billionaires are helping to do, because none of them want freedom to come. No, they don't want Biafra. But they knew that if Biafra come, do you think if they separate to do what you did, somebody like Tinubu will come to Lagos and rule? It's impossible. They know what is the best Yoruba man who will make things to happen. And you see those people, they start appearing. But because of all those things, those persons like Tinubu have blocked all those corners that freedom will come to the Yorubas. It will not come because they know once that freedom comes, person like Tinubu will be irrelevant. These are the problem. Not only the Western people, not only the President Finland that is holding someone, but no. The contact of the Igbo billionaires their hands are in those places because of oil and gas. I'm just telling you the truth. So that is the problem we are having. So the global conspiracies with the British connection and the billionaires we have in the Igbo land, they are the second problem that make those global conspiracies to be working. So someone like Ateze will not be afraid to talk to Ateze in anything in Anambra State. If he try it under 1 month, he will go. That is the fact. A make up for them. Eh? So that is what you see that is happening. So global conspiracies is there because those people who will stand up and say we want to go, they are committed with those global conspiracies. As long as they are flying a private jet and doing all those things with them, it doesn't do what? It doesn't matter. So that is why this freedom, if is the common man that's supposed to understand what is going, is when he move front, they will give him one small change. He will see him, he will start misbehaving and start doing what he's not supposed to. Forgot that he must break this global people. If you don't break them, forget it. It's only when they see that it is too hot for them that they don't have alternative. Because no matter what, atheists, they cannot go in America today and join that in his money. It's not impossible. Nobody will worship him in America. He can only live in Nigeria when he's going. They give him 300 or 400 army and police. He will come and move to any area he wants to go. If any fly go there, they will kill that fly and nobody will talk. That is where he will enjoy that money. And that is why he will want those kind of things to continue happen in Biafra land. So it's not just only international global conspiracies. Those global conspiracies are succeeding because of those our people. So those blessings that God give us, number one, those resources, and those are people who are rich, who are working with those globalists in Nigeria and in the Western world are the ones that is causing most of what we are suffering today. That is what our people must understand. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. I appreciate you. You have said it all. The greediness of our politicians and those that call themselves elite is helping the enemies to push their agenda. And it is part of the reasons why Nigeria continue to get their businesses and transactions done, even in the face of all the atrocities against Biafrans. So we go to our beloved sister Ojugo, the same question. Why do you think global powers continue to support Nigeria despite the killings in Biafra land? That is obvious. Why?
Oh, but, my brother Greg has answered the question 100%. 100%. The resources and those rich men and women in our land that have connections, that have their money stored in different countries. They are protecting their own interests, not interests of others. So is it that they don't know what is going on in Biafra? They know. But the selfishness of human being will not let them fight for others, but just them and their family. Because if you check all of them, anywhere they want to travel, they can travel. Their children can travel. Their family can have as much goodies as possible. So, you could see because so they don't care. They use that to summarize whatever they're doing. But the point is, the one thing they forget is you have a choice. Allow millions that want that Biafra. Let them be. If you don't want to come, that's fine. You can stay wherever you keep your money. If Nigeria has made they are just neighbors, you can use car to travel. Now our people travel to Ghana. They use car to go to Ghana, Cameroon, Burkina Faso. So, Togo. So, is it from Biafra to Nigeria that you cannot travel? You can. And they will welcome you. They know that you're not fighting. You did not approve Biafra. But to use your contact, to disrupt what we are doing, that's what is making us upset. It's not your money. It's not how you make your money. No. If you want to come home, you come. If you don't want to, that's fine and good. But allow those that are being suppressed to breed. If you watch all these people that my brother mentioned, all these rich men, how many of them live in abroad? They just travel and come back.
What do they do abroad? Their money is in Nigeria. That's where they enjoy and become king. Nobody will worship them abroad.
Let them come and live in this America like me. Let them come.
For where? Nobody will worship them there now.
Oh, if you come, who are you? If you come to my house now, I will show you the fridge, show you food. It's for you. Me, I go work.
Yourself.
You take care of yourself. Ije na sink kwa aka gị kpocha ije rie nri.
Ọfụma.
Ụtụtụ m saa ahụ gaa ọrụ. I will show you everything in the fridge. Ngwa ka ọ dịara to take care of yourself. But can they live that life? Then they come here, they live it a week, 2 weeks, they run away because they want to go where? Ijama, America, bring me this. Driver. So our problem with the rich is mind your lane and allow us millions that want this Biafra. Do not use your contacts to disrupt what we're doing. That's where we'll have a problem with you. But if you mind your lane and want to enjoy your Nigeria, good and fine. Enjoy it. Enjoy your money. But let us go. Please. And with that being said, we are Biafrans. And we will die as Biafrans.
Definitely.
It can never be wiped away. Even you, the rich man, wherever you are, in the north, in the south, wherever you are, you will be associated that you're from the southeast. It's written all over you. As you're doing that, they are watching you. Any step outside where they lined you up, they will tell you where you're coming from. And so that summarizes my talk by saying you are in chain in Nigeria. And you are also under international chain from Britain. You think you have freedom? No. You are number one modern slave. That's what I'm going to tell all Southeast politicians and the rich men and women who thinks that Biafra is their problem. You are in chain. Because you can never have a total freedom. Never. 2 chains are grip you around you. Under the Fulani, the Northerners, and under the Britain. And you will die as a slave. Thank you, my brothers and chooks. I wish you one more happy birthday. Please have time to enjoy yourself with your family.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. I appreciate you. Thank you for that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful response we are bringing issues, and Biafrans are digesting it wherever they are. My beloved brother Christian, do you believe the world will ever acknowledge the genocide against Biafrans?
Well, that is that is one of the should I say secrets that the usual suspect, the British, so to speak, they will want it to just forever and ever, remain hidden and never talked about and never brought up before the world community, because they know how the part they played in it, they were complicit in it. They know, because they were the one who they mobilized other people to come in, supply arms and ammunition to massacre Biafrans, So obviously they know that when that story is told, they will not be, they will be hooked in it. And also know that as long as we don't gain our freedom, gain Biafra, it will remain, because the Nigerian government, so the people that run Nigeria on behalf of the British, they will not want it to, come to the surface. So, but you can only hide something for so long, because Biafra is for sure, eventually it will emerge. And when that happens, it will come to light. And I believe that they will have no choice but to try to not just apologize, to make amends, but we shall see when that time comes. And but it's also important that we have to keep the history, keep the record for whenever it comes up, so that our generation to come, they will know where we're coming from, everything that has happened. That story has to be documented and kept, because I know their game plan. They don't want that genocide where maybe 3-4 million people. That is crazy, genocide. And the subsequent massacre that continues till this day as we speak, just because we are in Nigeria, because they forced us and they refused to let us go. So the genocide, it hasn't ended. It's still continuous, if you know what I mean. It's still a continuous. So that is the situation, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother. You have spoken well, and I agree with you that for us to see that it is not forgotten, we must keep the history alive.
Yeah,
just like we're doing. We should pass the story to our children, tell it to people, and continue to speak about it. Left for these people, they want to make sure they suppress it, that it doesn't see the light of the day. I agree with you. My beloved brother Greg, do you believe the world will ever acknowledge the genocide against Biafrans?
Mazi, I can tell you no. And the reason is this. The so-called world will not. If you remember when Clinton, there was one time Clinton, that interviewed Clinton, I think our PM made this thing, when Clinton called it one of the worst this thing in the whole world. And till now, nobody talked about it. So if a person in that position wants a American president for 80 years, knew those things till today, and nobody talked about it, and the world still knew those things, nobody talked about it. It is one of the reasons why they don't even want Biafra to come, because they knew that if Biafra independence come today, the Biafra will ask what happened to them. And remember, there is something I was talking about last one day here. I said, let me say in Nigeria, let me use just Nigeria. When you come to Nigeria, the Igbos are the people who have the best way to keep their record, because they have community meetings, they have village meetings, they have town meetings. So when you come to Lagos today, it will not be hard to recognize the number of people that come from your town in Lagos. They know that. And they know the figure that Igbos are presenting as the genocide and what they lost. Then those records were true. Because Igbos, even though we don't have that, data at that time, but Igbos are people that knew the number. If you come to Lagos today, when you, under 3 days, you will get the number of the Igbos. Perfect number, at least 95% record of the number of the Igbos living in Lagos. Under 3 days, you will get it. Because when you come in any town, they have their town meeting. In that town meeting, every family is registered in their town meeting. So when you collect the town meeting and the number of people who are living in that Lagos, they will provide it for you. So they know that those records of the genocide were true. And Nigerian government didn't want it to come out at all. Neither did the British and their supporters. So, but that is not their problem for now. Our problem is that they have caused that first genocide and they are still causing genocide to today. What we are begging the world now is not to pay us for all those things that we lost as a human, but let us be free. Let us start killing. Stop. Let that genocide stop in the Biafra land. Let us hear the word freedom for Biafra, and we will remain as a people that are free. Let God then judge them. But if you're waiting for them to do like in the Nazi time of Germany and Hitler something, to record those genocides, which the Germans and some Europeans are still paying to the Jews to today, it's very high. They will not, because they know the consequence of those things. For that reason, they will not want that very genocide to be recognized. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. You have made a very great and important point. Still aligning with what brother said, Christian said. It is going to be difficult. They will not. And you elaborated by saying that this is one of the reasons they are fighting against Biafra, because once Biafra is actualized, that very genocide will come to light. And I agree with you. My beloved sister Ojugo, do you believe that the world will ever acknowledge genocide against Biafrans? My sister Ojugo, I know your time is running out. You might be on your way for preparation now for work and all that. So I think she's busy. So now we have to go. Lastly, my beloved brother Christian, if, I will not say if, now that Biafra has been declared and we are trying to consolidate, by the time we go back home, fully restored and on our land, what should be our top priority as a people of Biafra? My brother Christian, are you there? Are you there, bro Christian? Bro Christian, are you there? I think he's unmuted, but I can't hear him. Is that okay? Bro Greg, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Why is it Christian is not hearing me, or maybe he's busy?
Maybe he's busy. Let me take it because I will be soon.
Okay, take it, my brother Greg. Take it. Take it.
Yeah. The question is, what it should be our top priority if we fully restore Biafra? One, for me, everybody with individual difference or what he think. But I think the first thing that we must uphold is our constitution. The Biafra constitution must be enforced 100%. Because without enforcing that constitution, we will go back to, we will corrupt more than Nigeria. So the first is the constitution to be enforced. That's number one for me. The first priority, to make sure that the constitution is being taught from kindergarten to the university level. When a child is born and he starts speaking, they start telling the child what he can do and what he cannot do, what is allowed in Biafra land and what is not allowed. So they will know it. Like here, once the police go to kindergarten, teach the children what is their right and what is their not right, what is not their right. So, and in primary school, they go and teach them what is their right and what is not right, teaching them from kindergarten the constitution of their land, what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. So, these are how they start building their land. And from your kindergarten, you started knowing those things that you're not allowed to do. And they will start from there to avoid those things. And it's become law. When you offend it, you know the consequences. The one you will pay fine, you will pay the fine without any distance. So the constitution and the enforcement of it is number one. Number two is to start rebuilding our land. And using our own local engineer. Everything we want to build, we must do it on our own. Everything, construction, we must be the one to do it, not bringing foreign engineers or foreign machinery. They will make our people to be too lazy and not know how to do anything. So for me, these two things, to rebuild the land and to make sure that the constitution is enforced. If we can get these two things, any other thing can fall in. That is what I think. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. You're spoken well, and I agree with you. The Constitution, if we can be able to enforce our Constitution, that is enforcing the law, a lot of things will be corrected without the blinking of an eye. But if we fail on that part, just as you said, we will build something that is worse than Nigeria because of the nature of our people. We know whom we are. We know what we can do. We know how Republican we are, how we can be able to manufacture things and do this. So I think I agree with you. That constitution should be our top priority. My fellow Biafrans that are listening, you know today we are talking about the global conspiracy. And when we talk about this global conspiracy, there are people in Nigeria that are pushing it, powering it, and making sure that that conspiracy continues. More especially, some of our Yoruba people. Some of our Yoruba people. They are in the front line to push these lies, propaganda against us. And they do it with every little opportunity they have. There is one video I saw. And when I saw that video, I'm happy that the person who was responding there is also a Yoruba person. A Yoruba person was responding to that Yoruba bigot that they call Abike Dabiri. When she was making jest of the Igbo people, at every single opportunity she has, she will use it to exercise her bigotry against us. And I saw that very response given by a fellow Yoruba man. And I felt it is important we play it and listen to it. And I'm going to look for that very video and play it so that we can listen to it. These people, this group of people, these Yoruba people, some of them are the genesis of the conspiracy we are seeing today against us. They sponsor it, they support it, they push it with everything in them. And if we don't take time or respond the way we are responding now, a time will come when we cannot amount to anything in the public. We can't amount to anything. We will not amount to anything. That is why it is important we respond. Most time when we see these things, we don't have to. We have been silent for too long. And I give example of our sister in Canada when her case came up. If not for the way we responded from all corners, we kept our differences aside, and everybody came out and spoke in a language that they will understand. That was how we were able to overcome that. Without that, it would have been a different ball game. Before you know it, they will begin to push it and they begin to work for them. That is why most of the time when we see these things, we have to talk. And that is the importance of us being online. Just you, if you're online, you see anything, don't keep silent. Don't keep silent. Voice out, begin to shout immediately and let others join you and speak. I was impressed when I saw that video and the person who was responding is a Yoruba man. So I felt I should play it. We know that it's not all of them that are involved in that nonsense. So let's hear what that Yoruba man responded to that.
I come here today to condemn the statement of Abike Dabiri, that woman that has not been useful for any other thing than squandering our money over our family, over our non-nostication, stupidity things. I totally condemn a statement of tribalizing criminality among Nigerians. I totally go against the fact that she, one way or the other, indirectly referring to a particular group of tribe in Nigeria to be behind all the criminalities in Nigeria. An Igbo small girl was the best student this year in all subjects in England. We say she is a Nigerian. But when there is problem, like what you are saying about Malaysia or wherever, that the people on death row, there are 20 people are on death row, there are 20 of them are from Southeast, one of them from Edo. Your Excellency, what is wrong with your brain? Why do you have a selective memory? Is it because you don't wash your hair all the time? 52 Yoruba people are in Saudi Arabia facing death penalty.
Okay.
52 Nigerians, Yoruba people. So, last week in New York, over 14 Nigerians were rounded up. Mostly Yoruba people.
Okay.
You are trying to tribalize criminality. A criminal is a criminal. As long as you are carrying your passport, if you committed any crime, you are a Nigerian.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say that you don't want people to generalize it. Haven't you generalized it by you saying that 20 of the 21 are from Southeast, and that has been the normal routine? What is normal routine? I want 50 to 1 in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
We don't want bigots like these people in power. We don't want people who talk along with Shisha. We have Nigerians suffering, dying every day in Libya. This woman will the time we had problem in Sudan, this woman, this bigot of a woman, refused to carry people from Southeast, giving preferential treatment. People who are facing death, on selecting one. Eru Fulani. On tribalized criminality to Nigeria. Are we not Nigerians? Aren't we carrying the same passport? Èmi ò mọ̀ bí ó ṣe jẹ́ wípé bọ́n ṣe sọ pé we are so smart in Nigeria. Àwọn olófò bí eléyìí. Àwọn olófò ènìyàn. Àwọn ọ̀dàlúrú. Àwọn òfin ọ̀rọ̀ bá yẹ́jẹ́. Irú yín náà ń fi sípò. How do you mean that that you don't want to generalize things, but most of the crime always come from one particular place? There's over 50 Yorubas that are facing death penalty in Saudi Arabia there right now. Why aren't you saying a goddamn thing about it? You make me mad this morning.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this guy, he took it from my mouth because I was going to raise the issue. I saw the video and the names of all the people facing death penalty in Saudi Arabia, including the ones who goes in the name of Hajj, while they load and travel with cocaine. Not even one person is Igbo. Now, and before I forget, there's something that is very dangerous in a thing like this, and that is that this Abikadabiri, you know, when somebody show you whom they are, believe them that first time, because it's truly whom they are to you. So if you think that that person is going to change or that is a mistake, no, it's not a mistake. He's showing you whom they really are, and that is how it's going to stay. Now, the worst aspect of it is that, and again, that's when you know that you've been ganged up against, you've been rigged out of the game. Because if she was Igbo, that Abike, she would have long been gone, thrown out of the job.
Exactly.
But the mere fact that she continue from administration to another, that is passing from different and continues, it clearly shows you that.
Their script.
Exactly. Ndibo, let them continue to the ones who are being naive or mischievous or whatever it is. Let them continue their stupidity. You've been rigged out of the game. Biafra has long been rigged out. So if you don't know it, I feel sorry for you. You are following them in digging your own grave. You've been completely rigged out. The fact that no, it's not today that this woman is beating bigotry. It's not today.
See that all the while she's doing this thing, there is no politician in Biafra that come to challenge her.
Exactly. No condemnation, nothing.
Even in the House of Assembly, they cannot even raise the motion to call her attention to this.
Exactly. Yeah. So
again and again and again. You can imagine more than 50 Yorubas in Saudi Arabia.
But she will not speak about that. She will not.
Headline.
She will not. Abike Dabiru will now come to tell you that we've just carried out investigation on death roll in Saudi Arabia, that these people are from the north or that they are from the Yoruba. No, he won't do that, but he's looking for every opportunity to paint Ndibo as the problem. You know, we saw online, bro, if you see what goes on online, you can't even imagine. You know, sometimes some Bini people, not all, but we see them online.
That is why I brought this man. The man that is speaking here is a Yoruba man.
Exactly, yeah. And you know, one very important thing to note, because I know this is how they change and twist history moving forward. Tomorrow they will say, Igbo people, they are online, they're always attacking, they're always condemning, they always... No, we are replying to you people, because for a long time we've been quiet. We've allowed it to fly for so long, but now we are debunking, we are just, you know, try, because enough is enough. So don't tomorrow you go and forget and say, oh, you see more people, they are doing this on the line. No, it's you people who have been doing it for ages, and now we're fed up. We have to give it back, because the crime, frankly, I'm of the opinion that crime knows no race or tribe or whatever.
No race or tribe, no.
Everywhere you go, you have good and you have bad. So, but if because of your hatred and bigotry, you want to criminalize, to make the people, so that the entire Africa, they begin to look in the world with suspicion. Simply because we asked to be free, to have independence, to be free from Nigeria, then they are ganging up. You know, because there are some, like, again, like I said, like from that Benin houses, you know, those who feel like they want to leave Nigeria. And if they leave Nigeria, they don't want to join them in living, quite all right, because they are free. Even if they choose to join Biafra, they will be welcome. None can have said it. But if they don't want, nobody is forcing anybody. You can have your own whatever you want to have, but don't think that because of you, we will stay with you in this entanglement, this demonic entity that is not moving anywhere. We have to go. So if you want to stay in it, fine, stay in it, but we're going. So, but because of that, some of them, they gang up, they want to criminalize, to demean, and to do hatred against the people. So that is the problem, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother Christian. I appreciate you. Our sister Ijoma is back. Welcome back, Sister Ijoma. We are almost rounding up. Go ahead and take your shot. Sister Ijoma, are you there? Our Sister Ijoma, are you there? I think she's having a network problem today. She's having a network problem. She just came back and the network is still not allowing her to log in. Let's see, because we are almost closing up the program now, so that I can get busy with some other issues of the day.
Yeah, but it's true. This video you played from this Yoruba man, doing an amazing job. He's a detribalized human being, and I give him kudos to that. And it's important that this video also should be played some other time, because, like I said, we have to be, that is, the deliberate effort to paint, to just paint out something. We have to fight it, but we must push it by fire for fire. So it's a good video to be played. Eventually to circulate. That this woman, who probably must be a mother, so much hatred in her heart against the Igbo. I don't know what happened to. I don't know what happened to her. Is it that general hatred, or she have personal aggro? You know, she has been on this not today. It's been going on a long time. So that video, we have to revisit it some other time. It's good to keep.
Look at the case. The man mentioned so many cases during the time of the crisis in Sudan. Is it Sudan or where?
Yeah.
Why she was supposed to go there to help people get out of that place. She went there and she began to select.
Yeah. And it's so Igbo man, and it's an Igbo man that provided the flight. You remember?
Yes.
For free.
In Dubai, she went to Dubai and began to castigate and said that it's the Igbo people that are causing problem in Dubai.
Yeah.
And somebody also came out. I will play that one tomorrow. I got on that video where somebody stated the correct stand what was happening. It has something to do with Igbos.
Yeah.
But Abike Daburi came and painted it that it's the Igbo people that are creating problem in Dubai.
And the government cannot call her to orders to tell her to stop sectionalizing crime and criminality in the country, because what is his name? This the one they say was going to prison, but rather they rented a house for him, who is gay. Bobrisky is not Igbo, but keep him in the future now. Before you know, they will say that it's Igbo people who has introduced this into Nigeria that is not there before. So the one who is in America, the fraudster one, you know, it's not Igbo. You know, so this is we're in a situation now. We have to be pushing back. We must push back on this whole thing, because it's not accident. It's well planned. It's well orchestrated. They know what they are doing. It's not just accident. They really know what they are doing to make sure they destroy a people. That is what is going on. Campaign of calamity. That's what and people like Ruben Abati, Abike Dabiru, so many others. They are at the forefront.
That is what they are doing, pushing lies against us. With any little opportunity they have, they push it.
Yeah.
And you begin to wonder what. And the most painful thing is that you took such a person, you gave her a very sensitive position, that she continued to go across the whole world to make this campaign.
Exactly. Sensitive position.
Sensitive position.
Where she can
across the world now, wherever if something happens to you,
Igbo,
any place you are, and you call Nigeria embassy, they will first of all check your name. If your name has to do with the South, is Chuku something or Chuku something, you are gone.
Exactly.
They will not even ask a question. What did the person do? They will just assume that what is reported is true.
We are going to revisit this thing again, my brother. We have to continue, because, like you said, her sensitive position, this is how she goes around the world painting Igbo black. That is painting them ugly with all sorts of things that is coming from one section of the country. This is her language. I've heard her say it, that is from one section of the country. And she have this position all over the world.
Very, very sensitive. She's going around doing this everywhere. This is how we lost one of our brother in Singapore.
Yeah.
That brother was framed up with drugs. He never, even that boy, do you know that even Amnesty International came for him?
Yeah.
The guy was executed. About 4 of them who were on that case.
Yeah.
They said one from Kenya, the other one from South Africa. Kenya government sent somebody to come and pull their own person out.
Yeah.
South Africa came and pulled their own person out. But Nigeria did not send anybody, no delegate. Even the day the boy was executed.
Yeah.
Amnesty International were the people that held the candle night for the boy. An innocent boy that did nothing. That was during the time of Obasanjo. That boy was executed.
The level of obliviousness from the people you call the leaders.
They don't know the danger we are facing. Even those of us living abroad, they don't know the danger you're facing.
Yeah. From the so-called politicians or leaders in Igbo and whatever, that level of obliviousness makes me came to the conclusion that they are as much our enemy as the real enemy itself, because this thing has been going on for so long. And this young lady, also this Igbo lady, Lisa, she has also taken it upon herself on her YouTube platform to debunk and to really give it to them fire for fire, because it's costing us so much on the international community.
So much.
You know that the Jews before they were massacred, yeah. First, a campaign of calamity was waged against them, and the whole world hated them because it's a campaign that continues slowly but surely, and they built all over the world that these people they don't deserve to live. So this is what the Yorubas they've engaged in this thing for a long time. So we cannot take it we cannot. It's not a joke. We have to take it seriously, because it can affect any one of us as Igbo that carries the name. So
of course, it can affect us, more especially those of us living abroad.
Yeah,
it can affect you in a way that you cannot even imagine. It can affect you. You wouldn't understand until when you have a problem that will warrant you to call the embassy to come and sign up something for you. Pray that your name doesn't have anything Chuku in it. Pray that your name doesn't have anything Chuku that has to do with Igbo language. If you have any case that will warrant the embassy to come and put their signature or stand for you, and you have Chuku in your name, you are gone, you are finished now. They will never respond to you. Never, ever. Every one of us must wake up. The global conspiracy against the Biafrans is unimaginable, and it's not a joke. The conspiracy is so much. Conspiracy against Biafrans.
You know, the problem with some of our people is that nonchalant attitude. It's not me. It doesn't affect me. You will see that something is happening. You are tribes people, the people that bears that name as you, people that speak that name as you. They are conspiring. It's happening to them, but you just so nonchalant, like you don't care, attitude, whatever it is. Maybe until when it affects you. If it does, because of course, then it's just crazy. Because most of my time, I spend most of my time researching, reading and following events. It's incredible. Another one I saw last week was one woman, from her language, the way she speaks, she's from Benin, obviously. She just make a reference of a woman who lives in Nigeria, that they are engaged in drug trafficking, but that the husband is passed away, but the woman continue where the husband left off. And there's another woman again in that same of her video when he said that the woman is he's a ritualist or fetish, so that she went and be like doing juju sort of in the front of another person's shop so that the person will not have good business or sell stuff like that, you know. So what happened is he mentioned the other one. He said that her name is Ifoma. That is the name of the woman whom the husband passed away. Now the other one whom looked from the video looks to me like he doesn't quite look Igbo though. But you know what? He did not mention the name of that one. He did not say anything about that. So I just figure out that this is one of their games. Because maybe that one who he says is doing juju, you know, in the putting juju in somebody's shop, probably a Bini or Yoruba, whatever. But that one, you know, so these are the tactics, these are all their game, the tactics they do, you know. So people have to, it's unfortunate, like I said, that our people are not conscious enough about these things. And they accumulate moving forward. It's an accumulation. It gets to a point I've seen on YouTube some programs where people who are not even from Nigeria, there's one they call Lucy something, Mary Lucy. She has a YouTube. She's not a Nigerian. And there's another guy, Zach something, who has a YouTube and make reference to a particular tribe in Nigeria. So this is where you know that.
Thank you. A particular tribe make reference to Igbos. And that's Zach. I was with him. I really flogged him. I gave him some platforms to come and see for himself and learn before he talk. You know, I watch him. He's saying about Africa. He's saying good things. But when he comes to us, he borrowed what the Yorubas are telling him to speak trash about us. I sent him a link. I sent him links of our media. I said, go there and learn. I am an Igbo in your platform, and you don't come here and rubbish me because this is not who we are. That's why he came back and changed his mind and said, oh, it's not everybody. I'm not talking about the people here. I was the one that sent that message to him, and I hope he is hearing us. Zach, be careful. Don't talk about us because you don't know about us. You are doing a good job, and I'm not satisfied when you borrow words from our enemies to use it to qualify us. You can't take that.
He was a UFC.
Go and study about the Igbos, okay?
Yeah, the Zach guy was a UFC something. He was doing sports, UFC, you know. So, but I think he's retired now, whatever injury. So he's a YouTuber now. So this thing is a moving trend. If we don't wake up, like I said, this is how they built up hatred, worldwide hatred against the Jews. So that is it.
My sister Ijoma, please take the mic. We've been waiting for you. I think you had a network problem. We are not able to hear you. So now that we can be able to get through, you can take your shots before we round up the program.
I was on the way that time. I told you. So the network and